Alright, welcome back to another episode of College Football Unabridged. Today we're going to talk about a newcomer. The Sacramento State Hornets are coming over to the MAC, which makes all the sense in the world, right? I mean, what says Middle America than Sacramento, California? Don't like any of this. However, Sacramento State is, they were kind of interesting. They had Brennan Marion there. He was building things there with his go-go system he runs, go-go scheme. Um, I mean, they were around 33, almost 34 points a game, and then he was there for 1 year, and then he is off at Colorado now as the OC for Dion. So they had to look in a different direction, obviously, as they're going up from the CS to the FBS. They hire Alonzo Carter, and Alonzo Carter, he has done well in California as with helping to build up programs. He was with Brent Brennan, who's now Arizona, when they were at San Jose, and kind of took them from bottom of the barrel to actually contending actually a really good team, which ended up landing him the job at Arizona. So he has some experience building up some programs. It's a good opportunity to take over a team like Sacramento State, who's had pretty good success FCS wise, and then taking them into the MAC. Scheduling wise, is going to be difficult just because Sacramento State is nowhere near Ohio, which is where pretty much the MAC exists. So kind of a weird dynamic of that. But as far as the team itself, they bring in Fresno State transfer Carson Conklin to be quarterback. It's a lot of transfer players. So they bring in Davian Godley from Weber State, Sincerani from San Diego State, the running back. Elijah Washington from Oregon State, Matt Coleman from San Jose State. They bring in back Jamar Curtis for running back. He played some last year, but was ended up being medically redshirted due to injury. So hopefully he's back full go, and he should be. Looks like he is projected in some sources to be the starter for them. So some experience, with the program itself, not necessarily the staff, but he's been with Sacramento State. So hopefully he gets healthy and able to play for them. They are bringing in a 3-3-5 system under new coordinator Adam Clark. He ran that same type of system with Northern Arizona, who was in the FCS playoffs. So, hopefully that carries over some. They have some guys there. They have Xavier Williams on end, playing edge rusher. 6'4", 246. He's a senior, so you like that, him coming in. Get off the quarterback, shorten the game up a little bit that way. They have Alex Roca and Fata Paluca are running at the linebacker unit, both coming in returning starters from last year. They bring in a lot transfer portal. They landed some big fish out of Florida, not University of Florida, but they landed safety Boogie Silvers out of USF. And Amari Wallace from Miami. I mean, you're Sacramento State. You're going in there and getting guys from Miami. That should be an improvement no matter where they were on that depth chart. So they have some pieces there transfer portal wise, but again, it's a lot of how quickly do they acclimate to the system? Everybody on the same page, and how Sacramento State's gonna if they're gonna level up to a little harder competition. So last year, Really don't need to get into that. It was FCS, but they went 7-5 last year. This year they started off the gate with a MAC game at Eastern Michigan, and that film noir looking field they have, which it's very interesting to watch. I kind of like it, kind of don't. It makes you feel like you need to adjust your TV when you watch Eastern Michigan play. After that, they got Mississippi Valley State, at Fresno, North Dakota State, Massachusetts, at Bowling Green, Ohio, at Ball State, Kent State, Toledo, at Central Michigan, at Hawaii. Not too bad, other than the fact that they have to go at Central Michigan and then right after that going to Hawaii. Looks like they have a week off in between, but still, that's cross country. I honestly don't know how some of these programs are doing this with some of these smaller schools, being able to go back and forth, and they're hauling their equipment, their players, everything, going back and forth across country. I would love to talk to someone about the logistics on that. But overall, I mean, there's no game that stands out as a difficult game. Maybe at Fresno should be difficult. Should be like a more formidable one. The rest of it's doable. It's workable. It's just a matter of all the pieces clicking together, and then the team leveling up and leveling up in competition. But it's manageable. It's not too flip-flopping back and forth across country like I've seen some of these schedules go, where they're just 1 week over here, 1 week over there. It's pretty manageable. It's gonna be really tough to figure out what they're doing, but MAC's always been wide open. That's why it's fun to watch, because any given Tuesday, you're having Ohio and Kent State playing, and it's anything can happen. So I mean, they should fit in, and should be competing right away. Giving them a win total is really tricky, but probably just to be on the safe side, probably I've been thinking, just call it a 4 to 6 win season, just based off of the the transitioning and new players and everything like that. But shouldn't be too far off. They've been a pretty good program overall, so I think they got just working in new staff and new players and new conference, and getting used to Middle America as a California team. So look forward to seeing them play this year.